tissue-based testing before you go into an animal. Very, very few people go into this because you don't want to have the question mark of CO2 inhibitor and so on and so forth. And for nanomedicine, it is also one major bottleneck.
Where you can collaborate with Taiwan, Japan,
For example, let's look at Academia Sinica and Taiwan. For example, if you want certain things, may target tayo and you want to have rapid testing of various cell lines, Academia Sinica, perfect. We can do it very automated. But maganda sir yung sinabi ninyo kasi, pero ikaw lang, kayo lang sa yung taga-electronics. Wala dito, iba? Oo, we will assume that we can get there because
people in Sinica and other Japan which can help us.
A brief comment on that. Una, I think if it's a good project, pwede naman siya ipasok kahit hindi sa nanotech. Kasi if it works, why not? Yeah, so
this event shows the diligent work of those who put together the right details and extra effort to get and keep the interest of researchers and experts in various science and technology fields for this day-long discussion and exchange of ideas on nanotechnology. Progressive societies recognize and exploit nanotechnology to produce life-enhancing innovation changes in the lives of their Filipino. Nanotechnology has the potential to have huge impacts similar to that of biotechnology and information technology in transforming the way people live, work, achieve health and wellness, experience safe environment and better quality of life. Nanotechnology is one of the emerging technology platforms that we have decided to really invest on. The other one is genome, the other one is biotechnology. So we are focusing on a handful of emerging technologies that we can really support on a long-term basis. We look at nano as maybe a 10-year-old, around 10-year-old technology. It is only one of the few technologies wherein we have a chance to really be able to catch up. Because in some other technologies, we are so far behind, it's very hard for us to catch up. But in nano, it's only maybe, it's around maybe 10, 15 years old, there is a chance to be able to catch up with other countries. I hope that after this workshop, we can talk in terms of expectation, deliverables, so we can justify whatever support or needed additional funding requirements that would be needed for your program, for your proposed program. I wish everyone a fruitful and purpose-driven workshop.
Develop a system for detection of nanoparticles. And then for the environment, mostly we envision by 2013 gas nanosensor array for ammonia, CO2, methane, for agriculture and aquaculture. Then nanosensors for algal bloom markers for long-term and real-time monitoring of fisheries. We know that there are existing projects for tackling and detecting algal bloom, and we believe that by combining our efforts, we can come up with an early detection device for the detection of those markers early on before algal bloom becomes unmanageable.
First of all, the group, we tackled two major areas. One was wastewater water technologies for environment, and the other was materials.
I am Terence Lacasta from the industry as the microelectronics, and I will be reporting here the outcome of the brainstorming that we have for the nano technology roadmap for ICT